Hi everyone, I am Shah back with another important and interesting video on Genesis AI OS. This is part of my Genesis AI journey. You can find more about my open source and free AI tools at genesisagi.in. In my last video, I have been talking about Capsule 100% free vibe coding platform. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Genesis AI OS. This is one of the biggest work I have been doing in AI. So it's an agentic AI OS shell at this point. The idea is to create an native AI OS where a local AI can be doing everything for you within the OS. But building a whole OS is a bigger task. So what I did is as phases. The first phase I have deployed uh, it as a container, which means it looks like an AI OS shell container which is running on the container, which can run on your PC or on web or everywhere. And I have open sourced this major work. You can actually go to this link which I'll be dropping in the comments. Then uh, for more details on this, you can click on that GitHub pages where you can find all the details of this AI OS. So let's go through the features, which is the key part of this. So you have a lot of features just like any AI, any OS to begin with, like any OS. So it has a file manager, it has terminal, PDF viewer, office viewer, editor, browser, app builder where apps will be built dynamically with AI. All these things are done with AI. And what is the best part is that this is not an integration or a layer on top. It is it's built in within the OS, which means everything can be done with AI. And these are not some LLM API calls which you make to OpenAI or Claude or anything else. This is running completely within that AI OS shell container and with a local model like Gemma4. That makes it no bills, it's no issues of privacy security, because everything is like running locally with the local models, with powerful models like Gemma4. Thanks to Google for having such a great model available for open source. So this is built on top of the free open source thing, which means that you can actually download and use it. And the other great part is this works on CPU as well as GPU. If you have a CPU which is then you can use the lower versions of Gemma, or you can use Qwen related or 5.3 model, Microsoft's 5.4 mini model. We'll go into those details in a bit. And then if you want to see, I also deployed this in my VPS on the cloud, but my VPS doesn't have GPU, so it's running on CPU. So you can click on try demo. So you don't have to download, install anything. You can just click on try demo. So then you will be seeing that AI OS. Because it's on CPU, I won't be going to show the demo on this cloud version. I'll be showcasing demo on the local version. So let's this is how the OS looks. So it has all the file browser, terminals, and all the stuff which you can do in general OS. It's already available. And so how to get started? So here is the GitHub repo. You can clone the GitHub repo. Once you clone the GitHub repo, if you are on Windows, then use start.bat, or if you are on Linux or Mac OS, you can use setup.sh, update.sh. So I'm on Windows right now, so I'm clicking on start.sh. So it will be saying there is already an Genesis AI OS is already running it. Do you want to close that? I don't want to close it, but just to showcase a demo, I'm saying yes. For the first time, what happens is that because this is running for the first time on your PC, there is a lot of downloads that is happening. So what tools and technologies that is used in this? So first is you need to have Docker installed, Node.js, and Python. So within the Docker, it is actually going to download a lot of things. So here, if you see, it uses Genesis daemon, it uses memory, ChromaDB, browser, Neko, Chrome browser, but using Neko framework. And then voice, we are using Whisper and Coroco packages in Python, Ollama to run the model locally, which is running on container, by the way. So all these things are needs to be downloaded for the first time, so it will take a bit of time. So now it's already up, and on my local I have a GPU of 12 GB, which is good enough to run Gemma. Even if you don't have GPU, you can use CPU, but it will be a bit of slow for sure, so you need to change the model. The first thing is, here are this is a bit similar to Mac OS in look and feel. So here, file browser, you can see the file browser, and here is the PDF viewer, and here is the Office viewer, and here this is browser, and here this is the file editor, so you can open a file and edit it. And here is the console, like the PowerShell console, and here is the settings, which is a key part of it. If you want to set up a password and enable the password, so you can use that. And if you want any different model than the default Gemma 4, it will be also be downloaded if you are doing it for the first time. And here you can use any other model. If you are having a CPU, then it would be good to use Qwen or 5.4. And then if you want to change the backgrounds or do anything, so here you select the background and click on save settings. It will, if you want to generate AI background, click on AI generate, so then it will be creating the AI background. So let's switch back to the default ones. And if you want to enable voice so that you can talk to Genesis AI OS and get the things done, then you need to enable and select the voice. Right now I'm not going to do that in the demo. And here, this is interesting, all the apps that is generated by AI, which means that you don't have an app store or anything, but you can build the apps on the fly, which will have the database and which will be working persistently across. For example, let's say you need asset management, or you need invoice, or you need POS, or any other app. You say to AI, and AI will build it on the fly, and you can use it within this OS. That's a big part, because AI can do all those things. And the other big thing is, if you want to see the if you want to actually see the logs, what is happening in the logs, you can use the logs part of it. If you want to search anything like the OS menu, you can click on search and you can actually see those things. And this is where the whole AI comes in picture. This is the Genesis AI OS assistant. Either you can actually talk to it via voice, or you can start typing. So let me close all these things. We'll start from scratch. So let's say I wanted to browse files. Open the file browser, then AI opens it. If I say open browser, AI will open it. And if I say open terminal, it has opened it. So out of the box, it can do things because it is all integrated within all the apps. And let's say that I wanted to generate an image. Let's say I wanted to generate an image of Indian village bird view. Then this goes ahead and generates the image, hopefully. So the other thing is, when this is running for the first time, what happens is the model will be warming up on Ollama, which means that it takes a bit of time for the first message. Don't think that it will take always this long time. For the first time when you are launching it and running it, the model needs to be loaded into the GPU on Ollama, and then that warm up time will take a bit of time for the first message to come in. But once the first message you got it, then it will be further subsequent messages will be quick and fast. So whenever you find any issues, it is not working or anything, then you can actually go into logs and see if something is wrong. So if there is an error, it will showcase. So here you see this. So this is the bird's view. If you want to save to device, you can actually save to device. Let's Then I wanted to create a document. Let's say that create, let's say PDF invoice. Let's do some other operation like list files in documents folder. Now it should actually give a list of files. So let's say that create a document, create a new text document. Now I wanted a create a new PDF document with let's say with an article on local AI OS with SLM. So now I'm saying to create an PDF document. Let's see what it does. So I can go to logs. So in the logs, you can see what is happening. So basically it looks into the past memory as well. If there is something which is striking in the past memory, it will go ahead and look at that as well. So there is a persistent memory that is stored in Chroma DB. So here the rise of local AI bringing intelligence to the edge. It has created a very good document, and here you can see, you click on it and it will be open, and all these files will be stored in your document. So here you go, and inside documents you can see all your files are stored here. Here you can see the rise of local AI, and you click on it and say open. The file has been opened. And if you want docs file, you will just say docs file and it will go ahead and create the docs file as well. And if if you want generate image or anything else, if you whatever you wanted to do, go ahead, ask it, and it will be able to create. And if you want AI summary, or if you want to download it to your local PC, or if you want to upload from your local PC, all these things can be done. So this way, this local Genesis AI OS is actually using your local models and then doing all the stuff which you can do manually, either by talking or chatting to this. So have a look at it, download it, play with it, or go to the web version, give it a try, and let me know if you have any comments, and what do you think that how the native AI OSs should be coming in. Should Microsoft be working on it to bring AI native OS, or should it be focusing more on M365 or have stuff more on cloud to process it rather than doing it local? There is another thing, the difference between what Microsoft used to do in the past or other companies do in the past is they are taking the data from the local and trying to process those things on the cloud. But this is the other way around. This is basically having everything on your local machine and using local AI to do all the stuff rather than doing things on the cloud. So that is why this is little different. Let me know how do you feel things in the chat comments. If you need any, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and also go ahead and explore other tools which I have been developing in genesisagi.in. If you want more details about me, you can find out more details and portfolio at shahenshah.com and at my portfolio. Thank you. Have a good day.